Hi, I'm your host, Justin Yomort, and this is the CNT Podcast. I hope you enjoy this week's episode. Now, on my Instagram, I posted a little giveaway for who's going to be featured on episode 50, which is next week's episode. Multiple people entered, and it was very big long list, and I'm proud to announce Cards and Coin 14 was entered and won the giveaway and will be featured on episode 50 of CNT. Cards and Coin 14, I will be messaging you after this airs and figure out a time to record and be ready to produce episode 50. So, yeah. Card of the week is not a card this week. It's a pair game-used batting gloves from Aqua Sox first baseman who hit a home run wearing these gloves, who then gave them to me afterwards. Which leads us right into our ad. I want to thank the Everett Aqua Sox for sponsoring this video. They are a great organization and are hosting a virtual 5K. So go to their Instagram and check it out and make sure to enter. I will be doing it and be posting about it very soon. And I plan to do the full 5K in a day. So make sure to check them out. They are a great organization doing a ton of good, and their games are super fun. So check them out. This week, as requested by multiple people, is the NFL draft summary, which was already my plan. So let's get right into it. Now, I will be using Sporting News for the list of players that were drafted in the first round, because I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Huge thanks for Sporting News. They're a great website, and I will be using them for this episode. With the first pick, the Cincinnati Bengals obviously took Joe Burrow at QB. Now, what I think of this pick is an A for a grade. They needed a QB, as Andy Dalton is okay, nothing better than that, and is about to go on a downhill ride. Getting Joe Burrow, really good for them. Going to help propel them forward. Not a ton to be said about that. Then the Washington Redskins went out and got Chase Young, defensive end out of Ohio State. I'm going to say he was the best player in this draft. And that grade is an A+. He is a monster. He's going to be a beast. He's going to be a Nick Bosa type character. He's going to be such a big leader in that Redskins organization, and he's going to be an absolute monster. I love this pick anywhere. Even if it was at number 1, I'd still consider it a steal. He is an absolute stud, great player, going to be an amazing player in this year and in his whole career. At number 3, the Lions took Jeff Okudah, cornerback. I give it an A-. Good pick. I think there's some better people out there. It was a good pick for them. Needing some more depth in cornerback. They have Darius Slay. Didn't have the greatest season. Definitely not a bad pick, but I feel like they could have done a little bit better. Now, the fourth pick, the New York Giants took Andrew Thomas. I'm giving this a B+. Yes, they needed an O-tackle very badly, and they went out and got a really good young one. But I feel like they could have taken something that would have been more impactful and could have helped more in the long run. Yes, great pick. Definitely agree that it was a quality pick. But I feel like they could have done better. And that's just how I feel. Number 5, the Miami Dolphins took Tagovailoa. Sorry, I butchered that name, out of Alabama. Great, I'm giving it a B+. Great quarterback. Very injury prone, though. So we don't know if he's healthy. It could propel up to an A, maybe even an A+. I think him at number 5. But if he's injury prone, it could fall down to a B- to a C+. Right now, I'm leaving it at a B+. I feel like he is a good young stud who can become something, but might just be too injury prone. And at number 6, the Los Angeles Chargers took Justin Herbert at QB. A+. That Chargers team is good. They have good young players. They have a team that could win. But with losing Phillip Rivers, which is a good thing, they needed a QB. And I feel like Justin Herbert, perfect QB slot. Give him 2-3 years, contend in the playoffs for sure. Give him 4 or 5 years, maybe even Super Bowl contenders. I like that team. They have a nice young core, and they could easily make a run for playoffs this year with Justin Herbert under center, and in the long run, could become some Super Bowl contenders. They have a nice team. If everyone stays there, stays healthy, and competes like they could, they're going to be dangerous. At number 7, the Carolina Panthers took the best option for them, Derrick Brown, D-tackle. They needed a D-tackle very much so. A-plus grade. Perfect pick for them. They should be very happy he fell to them, as he was the perfect player for them. The Arizona Cardinals took Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, out of Clemson. A-plus. Isaiah Simmons, top 3 player in this draft. Number 3. Yes, that is what I believe. He is a monster. In my opinion, the top 3 players in this draft are number 2, Chase Young, number 1, Chase Young, number 2, Joe Burrow, and number 3, Isaiah Simmons. He is a monster. He's a beast at linebacker, and the Cardinals taking him, they are becoming a nice team. Kyler Murray, he steps up a little. He can become really good. They just trade for DeAndre Hopkins. They have a nice team and with Isaiah Simmons coming in, he can anchor that defense. I love this pick. The perfect pick. The Jaguars took C.J. Henderson, B-. Not the greatest pick, not the worst pick, just average or a little above average. Cleveland Browns took Jedrick Willis, O-tackle, out of Alabama, B. Not the best pick, not horrible, but I feel like they could have done better. Jets took Mekhi Becton, O-tackle, B. Always getting more offensive line is always good, but sometimes they can be hit or miss. I feel like it maybe taking the route could have been better, but not bad. Gonna help the team for sure. The Raiders took Henry Ruggs III, wide receiver, out of Alabama, A-. He can easily help them and could be a win-now type player. He can roll in there, be like 3rd, 4th string, and just make things happen. And that is why I have it at A-. The Buccaneers from Colts via 49ers took Tristan Wirfs, O-tackle, grade B+. One of the better offensive linemen in the draft. Good pick. I like it. 49ers took Javion Kinley, D-tackle. I'll give it an A. It's nice. A nice D-tackle to pair with Nick Bosa to really put that pressure on the QB, which is what they needed more in the Super Bowl. So yeah, A. It was good. At 15, the Denver Broncos took Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, C+. Average. Nothing amazing. Falcons took A.J. Terrell, cornerback, Clemson, B-. Solid. The Falcons address a position of need after trading Desmond Trufant to the Lions, though they did have a chance to add an explosive, versatile Kevin Crimson to a full big play, making to avoid at linebacker, but still not a bad pick. Dallas Cowboy, C.D. Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma, A+. Cowboys had all their needs at cornerback and an edge rusher, but Jerry Jones, you couldn't resist on him. Great pick by the Cowboys. Dolphins took Austin Jackson, C-. He's okay. Not going to be a huge help. The Raiders from the Bears trade for Khalil Mack, Damon Arnett, cornerback, C. Jaguars took Lavion Christian, A+, steal of the draft. Man is a beast, a great outside linebacker, and to get him at 20th, that is an insanely lucky. That is amazing. That is the steal of the draft. Jalen Reagor, wide receiver, out of TCU, B-. The Eagles desperately needed a wide receiver, but he's not the greatest. I mean, at the next pick, the Vikings took Justin Jefferson, who would have been better. I mean, I give that an A-. He's better. He can be something. At 23, the Chargers from the Patriots took Kenneth Murray, linebacker. A-. He could be something huge. I feel like the Chargers needed him and could really help. I mean, that just helps stack up their defense, which is one of their strongest suits. Only helps them compete more. Cesar Ruiz, center guard, went to the Saints. B, nothing special. 49ers took wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. C, I mean, not amazing. I mean, that it's not going to help, but not really needed. Could have gone a different route. Could have been better. Green Bay Packers take Jordan Love, QB. C+. For now. He could be an absolute bust, and it could go down to a D- to an F. But he could also do what Aaron Rodgers did to Brett Favre and be an A. He is a hit or miss QB, and the Packers did what they did with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. They took the shot. C+. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that. It's either hit or miss, no in between. Is he better than Aaron Rodgers? Not right now. Could he be? Possibly. The Seahawks took Jordan Brooks, linebacker. D. Don't really need a linebacker. Could have gone a different route. I mean, could have upped their offensive line or defensive line. Should have gone a different route. Ravens took Patrick Queen, linebacker. A. They needed a nice linebacker. He could be that person. Give him a few years to develop. On that Ravens team, could be a real beast. Titans take Isaiah Wilson, no tackle. B. They really needed him. They really needed a no tackle. Got him. He's solid. Definitely worth it. Dolphins take Noah Igbinoghene. Sorry for butchering your name. Noah, cornerback out of Auburn. C. Nothing special. Just hit or miss. Just C. Minnesota Vikings, Jeff Gladney. B. I mean, has a lot of upside, no downside, but nothing huge. Chiefs take Clyde Edwards-Hill, running back out of LSU. A. He was a beast last year. Played with Joe Burrow, really good. Chiefs to snag that at 32. Great pick, nice steal. A. Thank you all for listening to this week's CNT. It was the draft analysis, in my opinion. I really appreciate you all listening to it. Carson Coins 14, you won and will be featured on next week's episode, so make sure to check it out, and see ya.